Hi, good evening. This is Victoria from Dovita Bridal today on Wednesday, and today at night we are waiting one of our best and lovely stockists. The name of the shop is Brides of Southampton from UK. Okay, so let us start. Just few words about this store. We work with them a long time, so it's been about, I think, already even 7 years. And of course, I prepared some questions for them, and we would like to ask them how they do during this situation with coronavirus all over the world, and what happened with their brides also. So I see already people are coming. Nice. Okay, so hello everybody again. Okay, so anyway, I should wait for my interviewer. Hopefully there will be two ladies, very beautiful ladies today with us, and I would like to introduce to you them as soon as quickly. But I can't see them, unfortunately. Okay, let me... okay, finally they're here. Okay, guys. Wow! Good price! Hello, good evening! So nice! Wow, I'm so happy to see you today at night.
Yes,
okay, how are you? How are you?
I have the jumpsuit on that I wore to Gemma's wedding.
Amazing! Okay, amazing. So, and Gemma, what is on you?
We have the famous Istanbul, our favorite
bestseller. So, where are you now? In your store?
We are in the shop, yes.
Okay, so it means you are open or you are closed during these days?
No, we are closed, but we're coming in just to check on the dresses. We're still taking in deliveries because, you know, brides do still need their gowns and communicating with our customers. So, and we can't keep away. This is like our church, you know. We have to come in it. Bridal is like a religion, and we love it. So it's very hard for us to stay at home.
You look fantastic, so lovely, really amazing. You should do a photo shoot today for sure for the next collection.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
Okay, so already when I opened our live chat, I introduced, so I started to tell that today with us, one of our favorite and best ever store, Brides of Southampton from UK. Okay, girls, so let's start from the beginning. So tell us this amazing story. How did you start?
So basically, the store started as a family business in 1976. So this year we are 44 years old, and we're definitely going to make it to 50 years. COVID is not going to stop us. Basically, it was a family business. My mum and dad started it in 1976. I was just 6. I was 6 years old, so I have grown up in here. This is my whole life. And the shop has always been in this premises. My mum was already in bridal wear, and she worked in London for a famous store called Young's, which then went on to be Prenuptia, which is what most people would remember, Prenuptia. So my mum was the manager in London for Prenuptia, and she was going to then go and set up all the stores internationally for them. But I arrived instead and completely ruined the plan. So when I was 6, she decided that she would then actually open her own business with my father, who happened to be an accountant. And that's how it started. But it was only supposed to be a sort of, not a hobby, but it was supposed to be a small business so that my mum could earn a little bit of money and you know, maybe we could afford to go on a holiday as a family, and you know, a little bit of luxury for the family. It was never ever meant to be a business with 15 staff and, you know, a huge premises, and was never meant to go on for 44 years. So that's basically how we started as a business, and we very much always kept the family atmosphere with the staff and the customers and the closeness, and we've been in the same street all these years.
So it means okay, it started like small family business, and when it completely came into your hands?
So it completely came into my hands. So I started working here when I was 10, age 10.
So you never been to school, you were just in the store locked, yes, Shelley?
They sent me to school, but in the holidays I was here working all the time. And I was the junior, so I would do all the junior things, fetch the lunch, etc., bar the hoops in the old-fashioned days. And then I started working here when I was 21 properly, but as a junior. My mum had sent me away to London. I went to work in a big office in London because she didn't want me to come into the family business and be, you know, like, oh, it's the daughter, you know. She wanted me to work in a big business in London and realize what hard work was about first, and having a boss and a manager and lots of things. And then I came back to the business, and literally as the junior, I washed the floors, cleaned the toilets, and I made the coffee and the teas.
And she did the modelling as well.
A little bit of modelling because I was free. And yeah, and then I learned the business from my mum, which I picked up very easily because I'm very much like my mother. And I learned the accounting side from my dad, so I learned both their aspects, which was amazing. And I think I was allowed to be made a partner in, I think it was about 1995. So I was about I was about 25 by then. And my parents said, okay, you don't need to be the junior anymore. We you know, we'll make you a partner. But I then fought for another 15 years, Victoria, until my parents actually had the reins.
But right now, you are the only now who is involved in the business, or still your family together with you?
No. My mum unfortunately died last year.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
She had a good life. She was good. She was good. And my father is still alive, but he still makes sure every day that he tells us he's a partner, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's still very sure that I am still the partner of the business. Rah, rah, rah.
Don't forget, yes.
Don't forget. And but he doesn't come in, thank goodness.
No, but he does come to some of our buying trips. He doesn't actually help us make any decisions, though. He just charms all of the ladies.
Good time.
So we take him just to, you know, just as our mascot.
It's been his life as well. It was mum and dad's life. And so when you go buying, it's like a family, isn't it, Victoria? Everybody knows everyone, the designers, the buyers. You know, you're all like, oh, hi, how are you? How have you been? You know, exactly. So he likes to see everybody. But no, mum and dad, I think, I want to say probably, where are we now? 2019. I want to say in 2000, we expanded the store massively. So we went from a single unit to a triple unit. Okay. In the same street, same place. So we took over.
Same place, yes, the location, everything same. Okay.
We couldn't, in 2000, the social media wasn't what it is today. And we wanted to expand, but we didn't want to leave the spot where we'd always been, because we got so many people coming back to us because they're like, oh my gosh, I know where there's an amazing bridal shop. It's in Portswood Road, and you know, and we were already by then on second generation families, and we couldn't leave the area. Nowadays with social media, you could, you know, you could go and find you. But no, so basically we expanded, and I think it was when we expanded into the new shop and got the big new premises, which I sort of built and designed, and I think my parents started to let go a little bit. But I'll be honest with you, Victoria, there were lots of arguments. Lots of family arguments, and I'm an only child, and my parents didn't want to let go of their baby, and I wanted to modernise it and put in computers, and, you know, I had to fight to get a fax machine. Okay, we're here now and we're very modern.
Exactly. So, in fact, who is the boss of Brides of Southampton? Good deal. Perfect. Okay, it's your
I'm supposed to be the boss, but I have to say now, I have the best manager in the world, and she tells me what to do.
Ah, good job, good deal. Super.
And it's so funny. It's so funny though, because everyone knows Brides of Southampton as a family business. So when we go buying, everybody thinks that Shelley is my mum.
Exactly. That's what we were thinking also. And when we prepared even today, you know, such kind of questions which we should like discuss with you, some topics, I was planning to ask you, do you have any relationship? Okay, because always it was in my mind that Shelley is mother and Gemma is the daughter.
Yeah. We fight like mother and daughter sometimes, and we do have a very, very close relationship. And Shelley, you know, I couldn't think of anybody else that I would have wanted at my side when I got married. So we do have a very, very close relationship. But I think the bonds that you build with people at work, it is like a family. Sometimes you spend more time with people at work than you do at home.
Yeah.
So it's so important to love and respect everybody you work with. And you know, she gets cross when people say, are you, you know, the mum? But you know, I think she still looks great.
I get upset because I think, oh my gosh, I must be looking old. I've got wrinkles, whatever.
No.
When people have said to us, when they watch us buy and they watch us talking and discussing, we are like a mother and daughter, because, you know, there are no holes barred, and she says, well, what do you think? And I'll say, I don't like it. She'll say, well, I like it and I'm having it. And
I know, trust me, I know. Even since we met first time, I think it was around 6 or 7 years ago, it was in London Bridal Week, okay? And since that moment, I was always thinking that for sure mother and daughter, for sure, no way. even the way of your communication, the way how do you agree with each other concerning the styles, the jobs. So yes, for me it was for sure they are mother and daughter. So okay, nice.
With one mind sometimes.
After 7 years, so I'm learning that's not okay. Good, okay. So what I want to ask you, there was this Cinderella musical, right? Let us tell us what happened, how it was, so what this project gave you, maybe some advantages or disadvantages, so bring it to you.
So this dress, this dress is like no other in the UK. I had people emailing me, not just from the UK, but also internationally, saying if I come to Southampton and come to the UK, I want to try this dress on. So I knew it was really special. For me, this is just the ultimate princess dress. You know, for me, this says Cinderella. We were then contacted by the Nuffield Theatre, who said, we've got a really modern take on Cinderella and we would love to use this dress in the show. So we thought, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And we wanted to do a little bit of something for the brides as well that were going to be attending this show, because I can't remember how many thousands of people went to see it.
Thousands of people went to see it. I'm going to jump in, as I do, like your mother, and backtrack one little bit, because there's a little bit of a story that Gemma doesn't know, because Gemma was up to her neck in our actual customers at the time. So I dealt with the theatre and the director, and the director didn't know that the wardrobe had contacted us for an amazing dress to be on stage. And it's a very modern version of Cinderella. So she wore jeans and a check shirt and had a backpack. And Prince Charming was sort of like, looked like James Bond. And so it was a very quirky version of the story. And I went down to the theatre to take the dress, thinking, you know, this is going to blow their minds. And the director said, oh, tell her we don't need the dress anymore, because we've modernized it so much. There is no ball dress. There is no need for this spectacular dress. And I'm like, oh, really? I said, I said, I need to show you this dress. And I literally showed the wardrobe lady the dress in the bag. She went, stop. Stay there. She went up, she got the director came down, I got the dress out, I laid it all out, he went, I'll go and rewrite the script.
Fantastic, really. So okay, it means in this case, Gemma, please get up, just show to our guests, so what is it really this bestseller? Cinderella, yeah.
Glitter. And I don't actually have the space to move, but you can see the way it catches the light. And this collar, everybody loves. Everybody loves the off-the-shoulder trim. It's huge.
And the bodice, the bodice that you made, Viktoria, is so smooth and corseted that it just gives everybody that
lovely tiny waist.
Lovely tight waist. Nice.
The smaller the waist.
Dress, well, you would know because we've ordered them from you, but we've done this dress right up to like a really lovely fuller figure of like a size 20, UK 24, which is, I don't know what that is in the rest of the world, but UK 24, so lovely.
Plus size,
busty waist, hips, really, really voluptuous.
But then equally very tiny petite.
Yeah, and we've done it to a little size 8. And it just works on everybody and makes everyone feel like a princess.
There is something. There's something about this dress. Actually, just before we were closed down by the government, I had a customer and she was trying on dresses, and she kept saying, "Oh, I like the sparkle." And then we tried another dress on, and it was a different shape. She said, "Oh, I really like the sparkle." After she mentioned sparkle 5 times, I said, I know you said you didn't want a big dress, but just trust me. So we took her into the fitting room, and she's thinking, this is huge. She came out to the mirror, and there is something about this dress that just turns women into little girls, you know, and they just start touching it, and they can't believe it. And that's what's so magical about this dress. And it's so lovely, and we love playing with it in the showroom.
It's a winner.
Winner, yes. So yes, it's not like the dress, we're calling it in our company fairy tale, because really this is like fairy tale for everyone.
Absolutely.
It's proper Cinderella fairy tale.
Okay, so girls, let's go. I want to ask you about your bride. Who is your bride now? What is her average of the age? And what is her style? She's more romantic. She's more like businesswoman. So what kind of the dresses now are mostly sold?
So I would say that we have 2 very different types of brides that come in here. So I have what I call my Instagram brides. Now, these brides are sort of 20 to 30. They follow the likes of Berta, Marchesa. They know the designers. They know the names. They already follow. They have They have huge Pinterest boards, and they've already had their wedding planned out before they said yes and had the ring. Those types of brides, I would say, are really looking for something that is different. They want to get married in a dress, and they want everyone to turn around and go, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like that. They want a little bit of sexy, but not too much. And what I would say about that bride is she is one way or another. She will either want a huge dress, or she will want a very sexy, tight-fitting mermaid, and nothing in between. And then we have our other brides, who I would say are our more traditional brides. And they are the romantic, they like the lace, they like more of an A-line shape, maybe a little bit more covered, so we do a lot of sleeves. And also at the moment, what I'm getting a lot of requests for is the plain trend. So we laugh at the expression, people say plain but different. Not much in the way of detail, but actually just stunning structure and fit. So I would say those are our two types of customers, but I think a lot of brides now are a lot more knowledgeable, and they really do invest the time in researching. But I think what we do here is we have such a varied choice of dresses. It doesn't matter what kind of wedding you're going to have, what size you are, what price you want to spend, we will have something for you. But what we also have is the expertise of having helped 18,000 brides. So every one of our brides has such a unique love story. No bride, even if they have the same dress, no wedding, no love story is the same. But problems that you can have, or the concerns and the questions, are something that's quite common. So where we've been open for so long, someone will say, oh, I'm really worried about this. We say, don't worry, we've dealt with that 300 times before. You know, we'll get a bride who's maybe ordered a dress a year ago, and then she rings us up and says, I've got a happy surprise. No problem. We do a corset. So, yeah, there's something for everybody. I think customers do know a lot more about what they want before they even visit. So the expertise from us is really, really important.
We try to be very open as well. So our website is very transparent. Every single dress is on the website that we have in the shop. There's nothing on the website that isn't in the shop. And it's there, and it tells you what size, what color, even what size and color the sample is. So, you know, if you are a size 10 and you fall in love with a size 16 dress on the website, you can ring us and we can say, look, we can do this, we can do that, don't worry. And we put the price. We put the price up clear as day, because I think nowadays people, they are still savvy with money, and they want to save, and they have a budget. I mean, we aren't top-end brides at all. We are sort of
affordable luxury.
Yeah, we're the girls who are working every day.
Exactly, affordable luxury, yes. How many gowns in your store?
275. About.
Plus or minus.
That's just
we need to do the stock take soon, actually. It's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, there's a lot of dresses. We have 2 beautiful showrooms. We have a lovely showroom upstairs, and we have a beautiful showroom downstairs. So we can actually serve 2 brides upstairs together, but sort of alternate, and we can serve 1 downstairs. So if somebody's a little bit shy, or, you know, they're not really into putting dresses on, you know, we talk to them before every appointment. Gemma's often had an email conversation with them, or a chat on the phone,
or Instagram.
Yeah. And, you know, if she says, look, you know, if you are a little bit shy and you're a little bit worried about the whole process, don't worry, we'll put you in the private showroom downstairs. No one can see you, just your mum, or just your mum and sister, whatever. and it's nice. We try and accommodate for everybody in price, feeling, design.
Do you have champagne in the store?
We do. Every appointment starts with a glass of prosecco, because I think that's really important, because there's lots of programs like Say Yes to the Dress, and I think a lot of brides now feel a bit of pressure to have the experience they see on the television. So they feel they have to bring 10 people with them. They feel they have to cry. They feel that they should feel all these emotions that they see, when actually we're all different. Some of us didn't cry when we had when we got the ring. You know, some of us just look in the mirror and go yes or no, and some have to think about it for a little while. So I think getting to know the bride is so important, which is why the conversations beforehand really do help, because you are serving an individual and every bride is different.
It's just nice when she walks in the door to be able to say, "Hi Jenny, how are you? Are you excited today? I've got those 4 favourites out already that we've already discussed." And you know, she instantly thinks that she's Gemma's her best friend and she's the only person getting married.
But that's it. Every story is unique, though. That's it. And I think the minute you just start thinking of people as numbers, or a customer number, you've lost it. You know, we're talking about hearts, emotions, and the biggest event in a woman's life. So the experience of buying should match it, and then you should have amazing dresses to be able to show them.
I have one question. Shelley, did you cry when Gemma got married?
I did, because I'll tell you what, her wedding was in Corfu, and it was, is it Greek Orthodox?
Greek Orthodox ceremony. So
I didn't actually have a clue what was going on, because it's very different to an English traditional wedding. And so I'm kind of thinking that we would like all line up outside the church, as it were, like you do in England, and then we'd all walk in. And before we knew it, her fiance was stood at the bottom of the steps greeting her. When we travelled by boat to the island, and it was their ceremony is just so relaxed and family orientated. And there's a priest. Is it called a priest?
Yep.
Okay. So the priest is like, I don't know, saying all the stuff and you know, all of the blah 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 blah. And everyone around is just chatting and enjoying it. And you know, it's not all quiet and all boring. So yes, I did cry, because I would defy anybody who didn't cry at a Greek Orthodox wedding, because it's very
so spiritual as well. There's lots of chanting, and you know, it was early evening. You know, the sun was going down, the wind was blowing. It was just magical. Anyway, my brother cried, and he never cries at anything.
Oh. Okay, I wish I would be also with you, so I would cry also with all together.
Maybe my next wedding.
Have you done Alex?
Oh yeah, you're watching. Sorry, Alex, I love you.
I love it. Okay, girls, so we spoke about your past, how the company was formed, and we spoke about the nowadays, so how you treat with your brides. And now my question about the future. So any business plan, so what you are planning to do with the store? Maybe you want to rebrand it, or to put more attention maybe for the social media. Do you have any business plan?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. I to be honest with you, I am slowly retiring, pulling away from the business. I've done over 30 years in the business, and I think for anyone to throw their whole heart and soul into bridal wear, you have to be there 110%. And I feel that I'm probably only here about 90% now. I've kind of done my bit, and the energy of my staff and manager that comes in, I realise they have more energy than me. They have more inspiration. They know they can talk to the younger brides better than I can. And I look at them and think, do you know what? They don't need me. They don't need me so much. So I have taken a step back, and I work from home, and I do the accounts and all the payroll and the bills. I do the horrible part of the job, so it means that Gemma and all the girls can concentrate on the dresses and the customers and the showroom looking beautiful. So that's the sort of first step of our whole scheme, and our brides have noticed that as well, because the odd occasion I do come in, they don't really actually know who I am. They think I'm in just to make.
Well, they think she's the Prosecco delivery lady. So what Shelley's trying to say is, I will be writing the business plan, and she will be helping me. But I think the future, there is going to be a lot more investment in social media. I do plan on learning TikTok. I have no idea what I will be doing. So if anybody wants to watch us when we do it, I'm sure it'll be really funny. But I think for us, because we're now in a position that we can move, and we do have the power through social media to say, we're going to move premises. That's our dream now. We do want a new shop. We do want to rebrand and modernise, but also I think what we have been working on and will continue to do is finding very unique designers. I think in the UK, you can travel 20 miles and find exactly the same dresses in the next town. So what we love about, so we took on yourselves, Dovita, we took on another brand, Diana Grande. What's lovely is there's no other dresses like that in the UK. So the girls do have something unique, and we love the big designers that we've worked with for years, but I think there is, it's very important to look who the next big designers are going to be and who the up and coming ones. So I think you have to change in this industry. We want to start doing, we want to become more virtual. At the moment, we're hoping we're going to be reopened next month. Fingers crossed, no one knows. But if it goes longer, then we will have to review. But the long-term plan is just to invest more in unique designers and rebrand, have a new premises, and actually we have got a new website launching as well next month, which will be amazing.
We've got an amazing new website, which we sort of, with the COVID lockdown, we immediately thought, oh my gosh, this is the time. We can actually spend the time. So we've got a great designer. He's working on that. We had a lesson yesterday virtually of how to actually manage it all, which was a bit weird. So fingers crossed, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're going to have a new website launch, which will look amazing. But I have to say, because Gemma won't say this because she does it all, social media is massive, and like what you've asked us to do today, Victoria, here doing this interview now, it's huge, and I think COVID-19 has accelerated it tenfold. But Gemma works on our Instagram and our Facebook sites, and as she says, she's going to get involved in TikTok and everything. Good luck with that. But she tirelessly makes sure that we have an Instagram post up every single day, sometimes 3 or 4. Facebook is up. She does really battle at it as well, and the other staff are great as well, especially at this time when it's been really difficult to get inspiration and ideas because the customers aren't even coming in the doors. All the staff have sort of said to Gemma, can we do this, can we do that, and they've been really excited. And I have noticed, as an older person who, gosh, 20 years ago, I would never have had the job of doing Instagram or Facebook. My job was to do the orders, see the customers. And the work that's involved in keeping your social media up is massive. And I think the younger staff, managers today have got a huge task over their head to keep that up to date and live. And I keep saying to Gemma, I keep thinking maybe I should get somebody to do it professionally for us so that I can take the pressure off Gemma and the girls to say, you know, but you can't. You can't.
No.
Because
No.
they haven't got the passion. They don't know. And so, you know, when the girls say, oh my gosh, we haven't done an Instagram post today, we've got to do something, we've got to do something. I'm like, you know, shall I get somebody in to do this? No, it won't work. It's got to be from your heart and in the business.
Yes, it's your heart, it's your soul. So you know how to show this, how to show to the bride, how to speak to the bride, how to explain and to make her happy. Yes.
Absolutely. And also when I'm talking to people, and you know, sometimes it's 11 o'clock at night on Instagram, I know exactly, I know these dresses, and I know where these brides are coming from. So the more communication I have with brides to be out there, the better, because actually then that means that when I go out and look for dresses, designers, inspiration, I've got real knowledge. I'm not reading statistics from reports, because actually the feedback we get from real people is way more important, and it's fun. I love dressing up in the dresses.
That's why you are success in your business, because you do. Yeah, exactly.
She's like a real life Barbie doll. Victoria, you have Barbie doll in Istanbul. Yeah,
in Istanbul style.
She's the real life Barbie doll.
Yeah, yeah, she's right. Okay, good. So, you know, from the next week we are starting virtual appointments. So it will call Meet the Designers. So everybody who wants to reach me, it's enough to fulfill the mail and to send to us mail with the form. So the date of the wedding, name and surname, and her budget of the bride. So I will do type of like a little consultation to the girls. So we're not selling, just I will do consultation for the brides who is like bride to be in this year, and help them.
I've got somebody yesterday who loves your dresses, and I will message her when we get off.
Okay. So even, you know, a lot of brides from UK are writing to us via Instagram, and of course, for sure, we are forwarding all of them to you. I don't know, they are calling you, writing you, contacting, but it's like, I think maybe, of course, for the last 1 month, it's a little bit quiet, but before it was really so busy. So it was, I think, about maybe 20, 25 brides whom we forward to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so really so nice conversation, because normally I'm speaking about 10 minutes, but with you we are over time.
We could talk all day. So thank you so much, Victoria. We've had so much fun, and just keep the dresses coming to us.
So I am very happy to see both of you today. The second thing, I am very happy to learn that you are not mother and daughter.
Excellent.
I was so surprised and very, very happy that you wear our styles today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. And I wish you the best, what really can happen in this bridal sector, and wish you all the brides will come in and knock your door of your store this year. Okay. So love you, and big kisses from Istanbul.
Thank you, Victoria. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you.